Welcome to the modern Malaysian housing estate. Well, this is pretty much how the Malays, the Chinese and the Indians live nowadays in Malaysia. Once upon a time, the Malays were in their kampongs, the Chinese in the urban areas and the Indians in the estates. But now we live in this housing estate because we are forging a nation called Malaysia. Well, if you look, we have all these multi-million ringgit facilities of streets, utilities, apartments and terrace houses. But the one thing that we lack most of all is a sense of a community called Malaysian. Now, why is this so? Now, first of all, let us take a look at the street. The street, as you can see, is wide, but it doesn't have any pavement. It doesn't have much of public furniture. And if you were to look at that wakaf over there, which is a pavilion for sitting in, there is only one for the whole 500 families for this housing estate. Now, the other thing that we should also look at is at the houses themselves. If you look carefully, what we have in front is the car porch. Now, in the olden days, we would have the serambi. The serambi would be a social element to invite people in. So, if you have a street that doesn't encourage people to come out, and you have such things like a car porch, we will have a problem of a Malaysian community. Next, we see such problems as privacy violation. If you were to carefully look at this house, this is my Chinese neighbor, and you could make out a small altar, and the Chinese would burn their incense and the smoke would come to the house. Now in the back alley of the terrace houses, and we can see that there is a problem of privacy violation in the sense of the back-to-back windows being very closely laid out. And this is a problem when you're drying clothes or also cooking, and you have visual as well as the violation of smell. This creates more of a racial tension. We should have to rethink about this problem. We have a Dewan Raya, or a multi-purpose hall, which is supposed to serve as the community center for the housing estates. But if we look at the building, it has no life because there is not much activity going on. Look at the gate or the fence, how it is closed up. We don't even have the cafeteria, or we don't even have the office and the library for children. This is difficult for us to forge the community if we have such a multi-purpose center which only serves actually for people to play badminton in, or even the occasional marriage ceremony. We have to rethink such centers to be more lively for the community. Thus, in essence, we have to rethink the idea of the mosque as a community center, the temples, and such buildings as this multi-purpose hall. Finally, we would have to rethink our political policies, our planning policies, and also our education policies for the young in order for us to forge what is known as the Malaysian community.